There we go.
All right. Yay. So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. I wanted to kind of get on here and kind of tell you what I've been up to and what I've just recently experienced. And it's had such a amazing impact on my life already. And so I'm really excited to see where it goes. Kenzie, who I'm going to actually have talk to you about Juice Plus. And then at the very end, I'll kind of give a real quick story about how I met Jamie and my experience with Juice Plus so far. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, I'm so excited to share with you guys. I'm gonna do a lot of screen sharing because I think that I'm a visual person, and chances are it's gonna make more sense to you guys as you see some of the stuff we're talking about as well. But my name is Jamie Kinsey. I live here in Kansas with Marissa. I've been here for about 1.5 years, moved from the St. Louis area. I'm a wife and a mom of 3 kiddos. We're all at school age, so 12, 10, and 7. They're keeping me very busy this summer. But I'm excited to share with you what became my passion, much like Marissa, but 16 years ago, which is super crazy. So you'll get to hear a little bit more of that story. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to share my screen. And Marissa, if there's any glitches, please let me know what you're seeing.
Okay.
Here we go. Yep, no. There we go. So we're going to talk about, there's so much noise out there when it comes to health and wellness and diet, nutrition, and lifestyle and all of that stuff. So we're going to just really kind of narrow in what we feel like we're really good at and what, we have seen work in a lot of people. And it's backed by science and research. So you're going to see that too. So it really is about making one simple change. And on this very first page, this conversation of what does good health mean to you? Is it eating healthy? Is it having lots of energy? Is it being fit? Is it preventing disease? See, when I first got introduced to Juice Plus, I was 25. I was on 8 prescription medications, mostly for asthma and allergies. I was on 1 anxiety medicine at the time. And I really considered myself a health nut. Now, again, 25, still learning the world, but I worked out a lot. I didn't eat fast food. I didn't drink soda. I worked out almost every day, but I was really confused when it came to actually eating fruits and vegetables. I liked fruits. I didn't eat them as consistently as I should. And when it came to vegetables, Jaron and I, my husband teased, we kind of had the canned corn, canned green beans, the occasional iceberg lettuce salad routine going on. But that's honestly a lot of how we were raised. And I was just a picky eater. I actually had some food allergies growing up. I'm allergic to poultry. And so my parents really didn't push me too much one way or the other with my food. I kind of had my narrow box that I ate out of. And so preventing disease to me is when I heard about Juice Plus 16 years ago on all of those medications. I was working as an occupational therapist in the nursing home setting. And so I was seeing firsthand in my 20s, what end of life could look like. And I definitely didn't want to end up in that kind of setting that I was working at. There's definitely a need for it. But I wanted to have a thriving life my whole life. What is it? Some people say I wanted to live long and die short. I didn't want to live short and die long. So I'm just going to hit on a couple of statistics. There are so many out there, but these were statistics that I heard when I first started 16 years ago. And honestly, they've gotten worse. We're the richest nation with some of the poorest health. And so we have a really big problem. But here are some stats. You guys, this is probably not a surprise to you, but Marissa and I sometimes talk about injustices. And this becomes an injustice to me because I don't think that we should just live in default and let these be the norms and us be okay with it. I think that we need to totally shake up the system, and we are. So 1,500 of us die from cancer every day. I know cancer has personally touched my family, and chances are it has your guys' too. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 2 men will have cancer in his or her lifetime. Heart disease kills more women than breast cancer. 1.1 million Americans have a heart attack every year. And of those 1.1 million, only half get a second chance of life. So 50% of those people who have a heart attack they don't make it, right? So those are awful statistics, as well as, diabetes. We know that it's already rampant and that it will continue to increase by 165% over the next 50 years, with 29 million Americans diagnosed. And again, in that setting of the nursing home, I saw so many like secondary complications, which resulted in people being in that setting, which if you're in that setting, you've had a decrease in your quality of life. You're definitely not living your best life if you're in the nursing home setting. And I just want to respect those who walked before me, and I want to help set them up for the best quality of life I possibly can. And that's why I aligned with this mission. Now, as a mom, when I started Juice Plus, I was not yet a mom, but I had that vision, and now today I am. But these are not okay with me, right? Like, this isn't even on the sheet, but think about when I was younger. I'm 41. We did not have except for maybe St. Jude's, we didn't have whole hospital systems set up for kids with cancer. Today, it's in every major city that you have big hubs for kids with cancer. So something has changed, and it's not okay with me. But cancer kills more children than any other disease. By age 3, children have fatty deposits in their arteries. By age 12, 70% have developed beginning stages of hardening of the arteries. And they even say when doctors are doing the ultrasounds in utero, they can already, depending on mom's diet, they can already start to see plaquing in those arteries. And that really lit my fire to take care of myself prenatally. And then over 8 million children have asthma, up 232% in the last 40 years. I honestly can't think of a classmate that had asthma other than myself. Yeah, but I even then was more exercise induced. Okay, so those are some statistics and why I do what I do. So Marissa, real quick, just what does good health mean to you? Are you and Roman? Has that shifted a little bit, or have you always thought one way or the other when it comes to just good health?
I think good health to us, which we don't practice as much as we should, but eating high, nutrient, rich foods to have lots of energy, to feel strong. And then also health to me is a big part of it, I believe, is part of feeling strong, and part of that physical health bleeds into or causes your mental health. And so mental health has always been a very big part of what I see as health. And so mental health is very important to with the clarity and having energy and not dealing with the depression and anxiety. So.
Yeah. And we know that that's rampant right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
More than ever before. And I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but our life expectancy in the United States has decreased consistently for the last 3 years. We're the only country that's happening to. And it's never happened before in history like this. And the biggest reason for that decline is increased suicide rates. So exactly what Marissa's talking to with mental health. And those suicide rates, if you look at the biggest demographic, it's middle school, high school, and college age kids. So we have a lot of work to do. And there is so much research linking diet and nutrition to mental health as well. In fact, the majority of the serotonin, your happy hormones, are made from your gut, from your intestine. And so if you've got that backed up and it's not able to take in what we're putting in the first place, right, because of bad diets, then, right, you're not going to be producing as much happy hormone as you need to. So we're going to kind of dive into some solutions. With the biggest one, we've already hit on, definitely movement. There's going to be a whole lot of other factors that play into good health we're not going to touch on, like water and sleep and meditation and finding your outlet for decreasing your own stress. But Marissa and I are really going to focus in here on another thing that you can control, which is your diet. So we know that eating a diet rich in fruits and vegetables is important to the path to good health. In fact, the USDA recommends that we fill half of our plate every meal with fruits and vegetables, mostly vegetables, some fruits. And that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I really had to revamp the way that I thought about breakfast and how can I incorporate vegetables into breakfast? And then I found a way to sneak some spinach and stuff into some smoothies, which has been really helpful. Or throwing some spinach or some greens in your eggs or an omelet. But fill half your plate. And even as healthy as I am and as conscious as I am, I still fall short from eating what I need to on a daily basis. And so this on the other side says, but we don't. Like, we know that we need to. And so it's not a knowing gap, it's a doing gap. Like, so we got to bridge this gap between what we know we're supposed to do and then what we actually do. So just the statistic is the majority of the US population consumes less than a cup of fruit and less than a cup and a half of vegetables a day. And honestly, some are just like lack of knowing how, just not exposure to it as they were growing up and just not knowing how to prep it, have never had it. So the fear of the unknown. And some is accessibility, right? So we want to fix all of that for people. And because of that need, a lot of people will turn to isolates and supplements. And I was one of those people, but I didn't know any better. I just followed the fads and the magazine articles or whatever the next thing Dr. Oz said. And so we know that nature cannot be duplicated. And so whole foods are complex and they contain naturally occurring nutrients and enzymes that work together to provide the health benefit that is very difficult to replicate in a synthetic vitamin or supplement. I kind of like to pick on, Centrum, like complete from A to Z, right? A to zinc. So you got like 26 nutrients, 25 nutrients that are man-made and they're mega dosed. And we expect them to do the same thing in our body as they do in food. When each fruit or vegetable has a whole different cascade of over 10 to 15,000 phytonutrients, plant chemicals, that they continue to discover new ones every single day. So what man has done is taken out like 25 or 26 and they've beefed them up and they've encapsulated them and they expect it to do the same thing as they do in the food. And now your cells will take what they need from that man-made, but it's mega dosed. And so what happens is what your body doesn't take in is toxins, so it taxes your kidney and your liver and it creates more free radical, more oxidative stress, and can do more harm than good actually. And so it's a really unregulated industry and you want to make sure what you're putting into your body gets in your bloodstream, number one. And then number two, once it gets in there, that it's actually doing good things. And so having some scientific research can be really beneficial. And we'll talk on that in a little bit. So we want to go towards a whole food base. And so I'm actually going to switch what I'm sharing and I'm going to jump on over to a video so you guys can learn a little bit more about Juice Plus.
When it comes to our health, diet is at the center of everything. And fruits and vegetables need to be at the center of our diets. I'm here today to tell you more about Juice Plus, whole food-based fruit and vegetable capsules that have given thousands of people a jump start to better diets and better health. We all know we need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, half our plate at every meal, and we need to eat a wide variety too. But for most of us, even on our very best days, it's hard to do that. That's where Juice Plus comes in. Juice Plus is whole food nutrition from 20 fruits and vegetables, 30 if you count the berry blend, that bridges the gap between what we should eat and what we actually do eat every day. I say whole food because it is food, concentrated to deliver a powerful nutritional punch in a few small capsules. We harvest the produce at just the right time to ensure the nutrition is at its peak. Freeze the produce to lock in that nutrition and then, sort of pulverize everything, peels and all, into a pulp to unlock that nutrition and concentrate it. The peel is really important because let's take an orange, for example. There's more vitamin C gram for gram in the peel than in the fruit itself. And if you're like me, you don't usually eat the peel. We dry that pulverized pulp, peels and all, at carefully controlled temperatures to protect the nutrients from damage. Then blend it into Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry powders, delivered to you in plant-based capsules or chewables. And we do all of this at state-of-the-art freezing, drying, blending, and manufacturing facilities. Juice Plus checks all the boxes. It's 100% plant-based and 100% vegan, even the capsules themselves. It's made entirely from non-GMO ingredients, it's gluten-free, and it's third-party NSF certified, independently confirming that what's on the label is really the product. Juice Plus is supported by over 20 years of independent clinical research, conducted at prestigious hospitals and universities around the world, showing the benefits of Juice Plus on heart health, lung health, obesity, the immune system, even our DNA. There have been more than 35 studies and counting on Juice Plus, published in leading medical and scientific journals, making it easily the most researched branded nutritional product ever. And get this, if you're a parent or a grandparent or even an aunt or uncle, you can get Juice Plus free for a child by enrolling in our special program for families. This is our way to get Juice Plus into the hands of more families and encourage healthier eating habits for the next generation. Juice Plus also offers other whole food-based products that help you jumpstart and maintain a healthier lifestyle. Juice Plus complete shake mixes make it easy to replace unhealthy calories with the healthy shake or a smoothie. Mix with other helpful ingredients to start your day, or enjoy at lunch, or as an afternoon pick-me-up. Complete is rich in plant-based sources of protein and fiber and contains an entire range of whole food-based ingredients, different from those in Juice Plus capsules or chewables. And Juice Plus complete bars are another tasty way to replace unhealthy calories with healthier ones. Juice Plus Omega Blend offers a unique whole food blend of 5 different omega fatty acids, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. What also makes Juice Plus Omega Blend so unique is it's a 100% plant-based omega product. We bypass the middle fish and go straight to the fish's source, the algae. And last but not least, there's Tower Garden by Juice Plus, a vertical aeroponic home-growing system that lets you grow your own fresh fruits and vegetables year-round, indoors or out. We're proud that our Juice Plus products have been that one simple change that's helped jumpstart thousands of people to better diets and better health. We bet they can do the same for you.
Yay! I love that video.
Yeah, that was really good.
So I would love to know, like, what stood out to you in that video, or what, I know you've seen it before, but anything that you differently today?
I think kind of 3 things. One would be, I with the diversity of the veggies and fruits, because a lot of people will say, I mean, because some people are very health conscious and they have their own gardens or they farm, and they say, oh well, I already eat fruits and veggies, right? But there's what you actually eat, and kind of like what you said, what you should eat, and you're getting that diversity all in one capsule each day on top of what you're already eating. So it does bridge that gap, and it's just helping even more. And I truly do feel like, for example, because I know I've said, oh, I want Juice Plus skin, but I can't stress enough that every time I see someone on Juice Plus, their skin is amazing. And eat lots of veggies. People that are on Juice Plus and eating their veggies and fruits every day as well, like their skin is just phenomenal. So that's one of my favorite things about it. The second thing is the Healthy Starts program. Anyone with children, I think it's like a no-brainer. So my son, who's 15 now, it's really hard to get him to eat healthy, and a lot of that is my fault, where I started training him well when he was small to eat fruits and veggies, but as life got really, really busy as he got older, we gravitated away from that and started eating more fast food. And so now he's kind of addicted to more of that junk food. And so he doesn't eat a lot of fruits and veggies. And being an athlete, and a very good athlete, it's very important that he's at least getting something, with the fruit and veggie capsules. So that, to me, the Healthy Starts program, where the children get it for free, is amazing. I love, that's my favorite, probably my favorite part. Mm-hmm. And then the other third takeaway which I'm very excited about, is the tower garden. I recently bought one, and I just ordered my little seedlings or plants to go in it. I haven't received them yet, but I'm really excited about that because, again, going back to being very busy, being a single mom, I don't really have time for a dirt garden. And so I feel like this would be kind of better for me, easier. And then also I can bring it inside during the winter.
Yay.
So those are my 3 takeaways.
Well, you'll have to document like your journey with your tower inside that group, inside your group. So if you're not in Marissa's group, you're getting this link maybe after the fact. Reach out to her. She's got a cool group where she's going to be just pouring in some health and wellness tips and tricks and sharing more of her wellness journey. So to kind of finish my story, I did get on it 16 years ago. Within 6 months, I was off all of my asthma, allergy, and then that anxiety medicine as well, which was really amazing because I never knew I would be able to especially get off my exercise-induced asthma inhalers. I was that croup baby in the oxygen tent at 1 on inhalers since I was 5 and just thought it was bad genetics. So to be able to get off all of that after 6 months was huge. So the longer you're on Juice Plus, the more benefits you see because it takes time for your cells to turn over, right? So Juice Plus ships out in a 4-month supply, and it does that because it takes 4 months for your red blood cells to reproduce. So it's not a medication. It's not a drug. It's not quick. It's you consistently taking it over time will help with that regeneration of cells and for them to be healthier. And you'll see more benefit the longer you're on it. So what the research shows is like by 90 days, your immune system is really strong. And I won't go into the depth of that, but I could. But that's really important because we're kind of rolling towards whenever you're watching this, when we're recording this, this is, we're at summer and rolling in over the next 3 months to fall and beginning of school year. And this is when like kids, right, start to kind of get around more kids and then more like bugs and viruses start spreading. So now is a really good time to start to then build your immune system, do you really strong for the fall and winter seasons. And I know that can be a huge relief for a lot of parents when they can stay well and when their kids can stay well through those seasons. So I got off of medications. I had 3 super healthy babies. Other things that I've experienced in my last 16 years is I've had 2 of those were C-sections. I recovered and healed very fast from those C-sections. Just a year and a half ago, I had shoulder surgery. I'd had a labral tear. And I told my doctor, I'm gonna be your quickest healing patient. And he said, oh yeah. I'm like, yep. And so I went in, I remember it 2 weeks post-op, and he said, you're actually presenting like somebody who's 2 months post-op. And I said, I know. Like I knew I was going to heal fast, but for me, it doesn't end at Juice Plus. Like Juice Plus is the catalyst. It's been amazing, but there's so much community support that comes along with it that if it's something you're interested in, Marissa can help you guys with that. But I've learned so much from this world of people who are on a journey with us that I've started implementing other healthy changes into my lifestyle. So it doesn't end. It's not just Juice Plus and it's the end all be all. Like I've made other changes because it kind of kicked off, like Juice Plus was the snowball that kept my health journey rolling, and it can be that for you guys as well. So there's 3 ways that you can partner with Marissa and help her to grow this mission of inspiring healthy living. One is you can become her customer. She would absolutely love that, and walking you through that journey. Sorry, it says my internet's a little unstable. The second way that you can partner with her is for some people it makes sense for them to become healthy living partners, or what we call super customers, and maybe going through some of those statistics, you thought of people in your life that could benefit from Juice Plus as well. And so if you could inspire 2 people in a 30-day period of time, in addition to your own order, to get on Juice Plus, then our company says thank you for being an ambassador, and they give you a $100 thank you bonus, and you get all the retail sales profit on those orders and anybody you inspire. And then from that point forward, you earn a commission of 6% on anything it is that you inspire into the future. So that's the second way you can partner with her. And then the third way is some people are looking for a bigger mission, or they are looking for an extra income on the side, making a $300 to $500 or more a month income. And so we partner with those kind of people too. So we just so appreciate you guys being on, taking your morning and your afternoon or evening to watch this. And Marissa, do you have any other closing thoughts?
No, not I mean, just real quick, kind of my experience.
Yeah.
When did I start taking Juice Plus, Jamie? Like 4 months ago?
Yeah, it had to have been
Maybe.
like when we went to Branson, right? That was in January,
Yeah.
and then maybe February.
February. Yeah. Um, so I can't say this, because I'm going to stress the mental health piece. You know, when life kind of like hits you hard a few times, like most of us get back up, but when it keeps hitting you, it sometimes takes a toll. I mean, there's like environmental depression, and then there's just like that chemical imbalance where depression or anxiety happens. And I think, for me, running had always been my way to like cope with that and kind of increase those serotonin levels. But I think, you know, at the time that I met you, Jamie, I wasn't even running, and I didn't even have the energy to run because that's how many times and how hard I had been kind of hit in life. And so I was really struggling with depression and anxiety. And I think when I started taking Juice Plus, it was amazing. Like it was nice because I finally had the energy to get up and go, right? And it gives you that little bit of energy just to get up and go and get back to taking care of yourself. And I think that's kind of what it did for me. um, and since then I've slowly gotten back into working out. Like I'm going for walks, jogs. I'm doing 5Ks now. I'm signed up for a half marathon and a obstacle course challenge. I actually finished one a month or so ago. And that was so like last fall, like that wasn't even on my mind. Like I was, just really struggling. So I think that not only does it have all those other health benefits if you have health issues, but just giving you the energy and the clarity to get back to taking care of yourself. So, and like we discussed, I truly think like depression and, well, it is a fact, depression and anxiety are on the rise. And it's only going to get worse. And I think it has a lot to do with diet and environmental influences. So I can't say enough about Juice Plus and helping me get back to my life. So yeah.
And if any of those doors interest you, not only the three that I offered, but like maybe you're intrigued by the shakes, or maybe you're intrigued by the omegas, or maybe whatever, like you just are interested in the fruit veggie, like whatever door it is, like we can meet you where it is that you're at. And this is like a journey, so you can take baby steps through it. My story when I started, the vineyard wasn't even available. It was just the fruits and the veggies. The berry blend wasn't available. And so I had those tremendous differences just on fruit and veggie alone. And then when I added the vineyard, it totally it just accelerated, right, the experience that I was having. But I know that that's why I had three super healthy babies with the support of the vineyard. I wish we would have had the omega then. We didn't, but now we do. And I think that's helping even more so to help decrease inflammation. And I could go on and on, but your story is awesome. And I love that you're just at the beginning of it. So I know it's going to continue to change and unfold. And so we just are grateful, like we said, that you guys were on today or tonight. And please get with Marissa. She'd love to help answer any other questions you might have, or hopefully help to get you started, or maybe help somebody that you know to get started.
Yes. And thank you. Thank you everyone for joining me. This really means a lot to me. And yeah.
All right. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.